প্রেমের জোয়ারে ভাসাবে দোহারে, বাঁধন খুলে দাও 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 দাও। ভুলিব ভাবনা, পিছনে যাব না, পাল তুলে দাও 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 দাও। প্রেমের জোয়ারে ভাসাবে দোহারে, বাঁধন খুলে দাও 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 দাও। ভুলিব ভাবনা, পিছনে যাব না, পাল তুলে দাও 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 দাও। প্রবল পবনে তরঙ্গ তুলিল, হৃদয় দুলিল দুলিল দুলিল। প্রবল পবনে তরঙ্গ তুলিল, হৃদয় দুলিল দুলিল দুলিল। পাগল হে নাবিক ভুলাও দিক বিদিক, পাগল হে নাবিক ভুলাও দিক বিদিক। পাল তুলে দাও 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 দাও। প্রেমের জোয়ারে ভাসাবে দোহারে, বাঁধন খুলে দাও 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 দাও। ভুলিব ভাবনা, পিছনে যাব না, পাল তুলে দাও 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 দাও। প্রেমের জোয়ারে ভাসাবে দোহারে, বাঁধন খুলে দাও 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 দাও। ভুলিব ভাবনা, পিছনে যাব না, পাল তুলে দাও 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 দাও।
শুরু করতে চলেছি আজকে সাধু অনুষ্ঠান। প্রথমেই আমি বলি যে বিশেষ কারণে আমরা যেখানে সবাই উপস্থিত হয়েছি, সেই অন্বেষা মূর্তি তাদের দুজনকে আমাদের পক্ষ থেকে, আমাদের প্রত্যেকের পক্ষ থেকে আন্তরিক শুভেচ্ছা, শুভকামনা। তাদের আগামী জীবন অনেক ভালো হোক, অনেক আনন্দে কাটুক, অন্তর থেকে এটাই চাই। এই প্রার্থনার মধ্যে দিয়ে আমাদের অনুষ্ঠান আজকে আমরা শুরু করেছি।
attending a Bengali wedding. So thank you, Uncle and Auntie, for putting up such a wonderful day and giving us an insight into this culture, and what a wonderful evening we've all had so far. Thank you for having us here today.
Hello. I'm so happy to be here. I'm a little nervous.
A little emotional too.
So, I want to thank Choi Chi and Gora for everything you've done for us.
Wonderful.
And I'm so happy and blessed that my son met this beautiful woman. I remember about 4 years ago when he called me, he said, Mom, I had this date with, and he told me about Manvesh. I said, where'd you go? He goes, we walked through a cemetery. It's like, what? Your first date? But I could hear the joy in his voice. That was almost 4 years ago. And we've grown to love her, and she's a daughter to us, and we are so blessed. I think they were destined to be together. Who would think people across the world would meet, fall in love, and then have a timeless journey together? I wish them all the joy and happiness. I love them both so much. I'm so happy. We have an extended family now. We have a family in the United States, and we have all of you as family now. So thank you so much for welcoming us.
Very well. It's been great. We have nothing but joy and hope for the young couple, and we want them to enjoy their lives and be happy all their lives, and may they be blessed with everything. Thank you.
We have a lifetime of dreams together.
Welcome to the family.
Thank you, Melanie. Hi everyone. A decade back, Roshni, she appeared for the management admission test, which in India everybody we know it's common admission test, but she did fairly well. But then somehow she was probably too ambitious and could not make it to a good institute. So I told her that next year if you do not get an admission, then I'll get you married. In India, of course, we parents, we claim that we get our children married. But next year she somehow managed to get admission in 15 different colleges. So my plan somehow got disrupted. And from there, somehow I was finding an opportunity where I can again go and catch her. That this will be your opportunity and get you married. But she didn't get me any opportunity. And then during the COVID period, somehow I found that she used to call us and tell us that I go to the cemetery. Now, why the cemetery is so good, I do not know. But then as Vicky told, that in the cemetery that she found her life partner. We are so glad to have you here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vicky, Joe. Thank you, Jack, for making it to this function and bringing us to your family and joining our family. So we will have a very big family, as you have said. We have a family in US, and please remember, you have a family in India definitely. You would like to add anything?
Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Well, good evening, and that is the first time in my life that anybody associated my name with a few words. So, settle in, here we go. I can remember when Tim was 8 months old, I was trying to feed him his food, and he was quite the eater. and I was not feeding him fast enough. So he reached over, grabbed the spoon out of my hand, and started feeding himself. I never had to teach him. Ever since then, whenever Tim has been going along and things didn't seem quite right to him, I don't want too much of the static coming involved. So anyway, since then, whenever I see Tim go along and things aren't going quite right and he's not exactly sure what's going on, he makes up his mind what to do when he does it. I've seen him do it in college when he decided, no, I want to go this way and I'm going to do it. He got to a point in his life where he was working in a job he hated. Things were falling apart. Within 3 months, he was in Thailand teaching English and then Vietnam. He learned both languages. He really knows what he wants and he goes after it. And I kind of get the feeling though, after this week in Bengali, I've spoken to many Bengali people about Bengali weddings. And I hear there are 3 important, very important things that happen in a person's life. Number 1, you are born, but you are so young you don't know what's going on, so it's not a big deal. The other one is when you die. Of course, you're already gone. Everybody else is having a nice time and you're not involved. So when you get married, that is the thing that's really important. That is going to be a big deal. And I want to thank my host today who has done such a nice job and taken such good care of us. So here we are. Tim is living at the other end of the state and I get to meet this wonderful Anvesha. What a wonderful woman she is. She will sneak up on you though. She's very tiny and very quiet and you have to be careful. But I also found something else about the Bengali brides. And I'm not altogether sure that Tim had anything to say about getting married. So congratulations to you both. I think Anvesha, you picked a wonderful young man. You are a wonderful young woman. I am so happy that you are coming to our family. My family was so happy to meet you. You even went camping with us, despite the fact that you were afraid of all the animals. And we just were so happy to have you as part of our family. So I hope all the best.
I don't know, when she says somebody should come and give more details of this relationship, let me first talk of our Roshni. She is the most cute and quiet daughter of our family. And we are so proud, but one thing, remaining quiet, she is very focused and very serious. But then finally we didn't expect she should be so focused. She leave the country, leave the continent and focus in team. But this time also she has proved that I may be quiet, but what I do with sincerity and perfectness. And I support her. I am here for the last 24 hours, but I met Tim, his parents, everybody, but I feel she has gone to the right place. And Tim is a wonderful boy, and the things he talked to me today, I found that in one day, if somebody can know so many things, in the future he will learn so many things. I have told him something. And other things which I really know that in Roshni Quiller will be the addition to the Indian diaspora in USA. Indian diaspora is very important. You, Kamala Harris, and now this Chenikuti future we may see Roshni doing something great, and we are waiting and we are expecting team to do that.
Please welcome Roshni and Tim.
Hello everyone, namaste. Good evening, thank you. Thank you all for coming to this wonderful occasion. Thank you Ma and Baba, thank you Dad, thank you Mom, and thank you Joe for coming. And thank you for organizing everything here. You have truly made this the biggest wedding in India. Ambani's wedding, nothing compared to this wedding. Nothing compared to this wedding. Honestly. Much like the monsoon rain's arrival makes this land so lush and green, your presence and your blessing nourishes our relationship. You are the flowers of our lives, and it has been truly an honor to meet all of the Mashis, the Pishis, definitely the Mamas, and Kaku and Kaki. Thank you. Wonderful to meet you all. Do you want to say?
I feel like a lot has been said by people and I don't want to repeat things. But I do want to echo what a lot of you have said. In my life in the US, it can be quite alienating. So having Tim and his family has given me a home away from home. And I'm so thankful that that home has now come to this home, my original home, and we're all together. Thank you so much everyone for being here.
It feels good to know that I also have a home away from the U.S. here. Thank you.
तो से नैना लागे रे, जाने क्या हो अब आगे रे। पिया तो से पिया तो से पिया तो से नैना लागे रे। रात को जब चांद चमके जल उठे तन मेरा, मैं कहूँ मत करो चंदा इस गली का फेरा। हाँ हाँ हो रात को जब चांद चमके जल उठे तन मेरा, मैं कहूँ मत करो चंदा इस गली का फेरा। मोरा मोरा सैया जब आए, चमकना उस रात को जब मिलेंगे तन मन, मिलेंगे तन मन। पिया तो से पिया तो से पिया तो से नैना लागे रे, नैना लागे रे, जाने क्या हो अब आगे रे। नैना लागे रे, पिया तो से नैना लागे रे। आई होली आई हो, सब रंग लाई, बिन तेरे होली भी ना भाए। हाय हो भर पिचकारी सखियों ने मारी, भीगी मोरी सारी हाय हाय। तन बदन पूरा कांपे धर धर, धिनक दिन दिन धिनक दिन दिन। पिया हाँ हाँ पिया हो पिया, हो पिया हो पिया तो से नैना लागे रे। जाने क्या हो अब आगे रे, नैना लागे रे, पिया तो से नैना लागे रे। তুমি যদি চাও দুহাত বাড়াই, তুমি যদি চাও নিজেকে হারাই, তুমি যদি চাও মানুষের ভিড়ে কাঁধে মাথা রাখি আদর কুড়োই, তুমি যদি চাও দুহাত বাড়াই, তুমি যদি চাও নিজেকে হারাই। যেমন ইচ্ছে আমাকে সাজাও, এটুকু আধার আলো করে দাও। ভালোবাসা দিয়ে ভালোবাসা বাঁধি তোমার জন্যে, তুমি যদি চাও।
पिया घर आयो मोरा, पिया घर आयो मोरा, पिया घर आयो मोरा,
লীলা বালি ভর যুবতী সৈমর ভর যুবতী ঘরে কি দিয়া সাজাই মতরে লীলা বালি ভর যুবতী সৈমর ভর যুবতী ঘরে কি দিয়া সাজাই মতরে হাত সাইয়া বালা দিমু মতিয়া লাগায়া সৈমর মতিয়া লাগায়া সৈমর কি দিয়া সাজাই মতরে কানো সাইয়া কান ফুলে দিমু পান্না লাগায়া সৈমর পান্না লাগায়া সৈমর কি দিয়া সাজাই মতরে লীলা বালি ভর যুবতী ঘরে কি দিয়া সাজাই মতরে লীলা বালি ভর যুবতী সৈমর ভর যুবতী ঘরে কি দিয়া সাজাই মতরে নাকো সাইয়া বেসর দিমু সুনিয়া লাগায়া সৈমর কি দিয়া সাজাই মতরে পাও সাইয়া পাও যাব দিমু ঘুঙ্গুরা লাগায়া সৈমর ঘুঙ্গুরা লাগায়া সৈমর কি দিয়া সাজাই
Judges and Mr. John Miller and our daughter Anisha Chaudhary have proposed to tie the official bond, and this means a partnership based on love, trust, respect and commitment.
হাই টয়নি লীলা বালি ঠমকি বই টয়নি লীলা বালি বলা গো না জানু কোন তামসে লীলা বালি না জানু কোন ঈর্ষে লীলা বালি কোন সদা মঙ্গই গো না করবে সরকানের পাশা ওই ধন লীলা বালি মঙ্গইব মাথার সীতাপাটি গায়ের ওড়না মাথার সীতাপাটি গায়ের ওড়না ওই ধন লীলা বালি বলা গো
শুভ সন্ধ্যা। আজকে আপনারা সবাই জানেন আনন্দ সন্ধ্যায় আমরা একসঙ্গে হয়েছি। রোশনি আর টিম এদের শুভ পরিণয়কে আরো আনন্দ সহকারে উদযাপন করার জন্য চৌধুরী পরিবার থেকে আমাকে আমন্ত্রণ জানানো হয়েছে এই বিবাহ অনুষ্ঠানে যোগ দিয়ে সাংঘিকভাবে যোগ দিয়ে এই অনুষ্ঠানটাকে আপনাদের জন্য আরেকটু ভালো করতে
যদি কখনো একান্তে চেয়েছি তোমায় জানতে শুরু থেকে শেষ প্রান্তে ছুটে ছুটে গেছি তাই। আমি যে নিজেই মত জানি না তোমার শর্ত, আমি যে নিজেই মত জানি না তোমার শর্ত, যদি বা ঘটে অনর্থ তবুও তোমায় চাই। হয়তো তোমারই জন্য হয়েছি প্রেমে যে বন্য, জানি তুমি অনর্থ।